This is an old Lenovo ThinkCenter running an i5 4th generation. It's the M73 model to be specific, so certainly not a new computer. It has been around for quite a while, but it still works. It just could use a bit of a tune-up. So this was just donated to me and another organization I work with. So it has a hard drive in it, and we'll just be sprucing it up just a bit. So we'll be starting with our toolkit. There is a single Phillips screw head that retains the cover on this device. So we'll flip over. It's this one right here. So we'll just go ahead and remove that. Comes off, and this will just slide forward and off. So we have our hard drive right here. We have our CPU cooler and the CPU itself. We have RAM sticks underneath. And then we have all of our connection options. So we're going to remove this hard drive, and then we're going to clone it to this new silicone power 128 gigabyte SSD. So I'm going to start by unplugging this by pulling this bracket off. And then I'm going to undo the 2 screws holding the mount in place. Pulling those out. And then it should now just slide towards the center and out. And now that it's out, we're going to flip it over. We have 4 retaining screws that hold the hard drive in place that we're also going to remove. And once those screws are removed, the whole drive just pops out of place. And now that's that removed, we can see our Wi-Fi card right here, our CMOS battery, and then our 2 DDR3 RAM sticks, which we're going to check those to see if we need to upgrade them or not. Looks like we have Tecmio 4 gigabyte cards in here. Yep, for a total of 8 gigabytes. Now, to clone our drive, we have this tool from Initech, which is supposed to be a toolless cloning drive. We're going to spin that up. We're going to put our new drive in SSD in the second bay. Now, this tool does have the option to clone with a computer, but it can also clone completely apart from the computer. So you hold the clone button until the 100% flashes, and then you press again quickly. There's the flash, and we're going to push again. And then the cloning procedure begins. So now that the drive has been cloned, we are going to take a look at our options for RAM. So there is quite the stack here. So we're looking to duplicate our 4 gigabyte 2RX8 DDR3 1600 megahertz. So we're just seeing if we can find more of that. Alright, so in my searching, I didn't find any sticks that would be better than what we currently have. I did find more 4 gig sticks, but I didn't find any 8 gig sticks like I thought I had. So we'll be keeping things as they are. So we are going to mount our silicon power SSD in this drive bay here. So we're just going to invert, stick it in there, line up the screws, and screw it in. And then I'm going to set this back in place, making sure not... Oh, I almost forgot the RAM. We're going to slot in both of our RAM sticks back into this board. It's very important to remember to put RAM in your system. Otherwise, it won't start and you have to take it all apart again. No, I have never done that. Ever. I have done it many times, yes. Okay, so we're going to seat this one back in, being careful not to damage anything. Line it up over the 2 retentions and slot towards back. Okay, then I'm going to follow up with our 2 retaining screws. We'll plug our connectors back in. All right, there we go. And then this is all put back together now. We just need to slide the cover back on top. Do that now. Put our last retaining screw in place. And there we go. This guy has now been upgraded with an SSD. All of the information from the previous drive is on here. And we just need to put him in place and it's good to go. And that is how you change out the drive on an old Lenovo ThinkCenter for an SSD.